All right, y'all, what's going on? It's your boy Ali here in Houston holding it down, man. What's going on, OJ? What's good with you?
Yo, man, I'm good. Just here in Cali chilling, bro. Just ready to get to work as usual. What's up with you, man? How you been?
I'm good, bro. Just ready to get this show going. We got a big show today, y'all. Let's hit it.
1381 when the game on the line, know the way to get it done, huh? OJ, what's up? Ali, what's up? Follow me, what's up? Yeah. Cali, the H-Town rappers know the juice. And the sports talker stand for the record. If you say it, then it's stand. Ain't no way to go correct it. Your feelings in no way, then you can wait out by the exit. Take it or leave it. Game day, what we believe in. Stay on the bleachers or put your name up by the ceiling. Walk y'all through it. The soundtrack, the sports bars looping. Trophies till we through it. Cause winning covers everything. Everything is wins. Rings along the way, and let's never see the end. Cali, the H-Town on the play by play. You in it for the crown, or you stay up out the way. Cause winning covers everything. Everything is wins. Rings along the way, and let's never see the end. Cali, the H-Town on the play by play. You in it for the crown, or you stay up out the way. Cause winning covers everything.
All right, so today we're going to talk about the GOAT. We're going to talk about more particularly how over the last, maybe 10, 12 years, there's been a lot of GOATs produced over the last 15 years. We'll say this century, you know what I'm saying? This decade, this era, we'll just say this era. Over the last, 10 to 15 years, there's been a lot of GOATs in many different areas of entertainment, within sports and outside of sports. There's been a lot of people that can be considered the GOAT, the greatest of all time. There's a lot of them, and like I said, within sports and outside of sports. We're gonna go over the names. We're gonna go over a few athletes, a few entertainers, and just talk about how they're considered the GOAT, why they might be the GOAT, why they at least deserve a seat at the table in their field as the GOAT.
Yeah, cause you remember, the other day I had to bring it up, man, cause I just noticed that, in this particular generation coming up, it just seemed like, bro, like we in the era of like where we really like creating milestones. Like there's people, like you said, entertainers, athletes and everything, like people are hitting plateaus that we ain't seen before at a rapid pace in one particular moment of time. So I just think like this is a dope thing to talk about right now, because you can't say stuff like this every decade. You can't.
All right, so right now we're gonna go outside of sports real quick. Kendrick Lamar. Now I'm gonna just go on record. I'm one of the first people that called him the greatest of all time. I'm just gonna claim that right now. People were not saying that before I said it. I was really one of the first people to ever really say that. So I'm gonna just throw that out there right now.
Yep. I can attest to that. You was. I remember way back in Section 80, like you hit me up on Facebook, like, bro, check this dude K-Dot right now. Like he has it. Like I was listening to you, but I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really all the way there yet. I was like, yeah, he probably just like this dude. But no, you had that. I'll give you that. You had it.
He definitely deserves to be in the GOAT conversation. In my opinion, he is the greatest of all time, and he's only going to continue to keep proving me right. And I really think this last album really signified exactly what I always felt about him and as an artist, and he really demonstrated that on this last project.
Yo, Damn was remarkable. Like for real, like it was one of those things that you had to get multiple spins in, and it just got more fire like every time, just ridiculous. And then when you found out you listened to it backwards for a whole nother album, like what are we talking about right now?
Section 80 was when I felt he was, heading towards legend status. Good Kid, Mad City was when I first said, yep, this guy's gonna be the greatest of all time. Period. That album is where I started saying that back in 2012. That's the first time I really felt that way.
Yeah, homie had a classic out the gate. That's Reasonable Doubt. That's Ready to Die. That's Illmatic. You can't deny that.
So yeah, when Kendrick came with Control, then that's when it really started happening. Man, people were blowing my phone up. I've never been more popular than August 13th, 2013. The song came out on the 12th. The next day, my phone was on fire. It was crazy. Everybody kept blowing me up because they wanted to know what I thought about it.
Dude, Control was it. Like, Control just really set the whole tone in the game to be like, let's get off this buddy crap and let's get back on it. It just had such a buzz that, I mean, only the realest dude out could have done that. If a list of other rappers done that, it wouldn't have been as big a deal. The fact that it was Kendrick and the fact that he gave the bars he did in that particular song, it was just, everybody came out with, or at least tried to come up with their own version off that beat, just to stay afloat, just to remind people like, yo, I do this too. Like, that's how it felt. Like, guys felt like, if I don't say something, I'm gonna lose album sales. Like, it got that real.
I just told him. It's like, all I kept saying was, told y'all. He's that dude. The dude has all the attributes of the greats that came before him and none of their weaknesses. None of their weaknesses. I can go through the list. I've broken this down many times on Facebook and Instagram, but I'm going to go over it real quickly for y'all.
Haha, break it down. Don't hurt him, though. Don't hurt him. Let him know, though. Let him know.
He has, Nas lyricism and creative storytelling, but he's way more charismatic than Nas.
Yeah, G.O.A.T can make a better single, at least at a consistent basis, and he makes a lot more hype breakers than Nas did. I mean, Nas always kind of had that feel where, like, he had to put out, something that made you think or something that was hot, but it wasn't like something you can really get ignorant in the club to. Like, Kendrick done that a couple times.
He has Jay-Z charisma, stage presence, lyricism, but he's way more creative. Jay-Z doesn't have too many variables and type of songs he makes.
Yeah, Jay is my dude, but he doesn't make albums with as much, layers and artistical alternate meanings as Kendrick does. Like, yeah, that's just not him. And, Kendrick has that ability past Jay's abilities.
He has Tupac passion, Tupac heart, the ability to make you feel records. Nobody did that greater than Tupac. Kendrick Lamar is great at that as well. Not quite Tupac in that arena, but very comparable. But he's way more lyrical. Kendrick Lamar will slice anybody's head off, bar for bar.
Yeah, man, and people from Cali do not want to hear that because they don't really understand what you're saying. Like, it's not that Pac couldn't rap, but it's like he doesn't have that lyrical content or range that Kendrick does. It's like, yeah, he got the feel. He can make you feel a record. He can make it, stay with you for years and years, as we've seen, because we're still banging Pac 20 years after. And, Kendrick has that ability, not to that level, like you said, but his lyrical content is through the roof. So it's like, man, like, that's why we kind of treating Kendrick like the heir apparent. He's kind of looking like Kobe's to Pac's Jordan right now.
You know what I mean? So that's just a few examples of why Kendrick's the greatest. He's the most well-rounded MC we've ever seen. And in my opinion, he probably still has another 2 or 3 albums of continuously proving it wrong. He has not had a misstep yet.
Yeah, right now, if we're going to compare him to Jay, in Jay's stage of his career, Kendrick's first album was in 2012. We're now in 2017. Jay's album of 2001 was The Blueprint. At that point, Jay really didn't miss any steps either. I mean, he had a little bit more albums in between, but he was still basically like unblemished, and that's basically where Kendrick is now.
Okay, Nas has Nostradamus. Okay, Jay-Z has The Blueprint too. Like, a lot of the greats that had long careers got missteps. Kendrick still has some years, but to start this well, no MC has gone this long without a misstep. It's unbelievable what he's doing.
Cali to H-Town on plate by plate. You in it for the crown or you stay up out the way? Cause when it covers everything.